Hello everyone, and welcome to this short video today where I'm going to show you how I make these small cabbage rose flowers. They can be quite large, or as you can see I've made them with a smaller die. Because they're spritzed with water, they're actually quite sturdy. So they can be used for scrapbooking, cards, front of books, anything you like really. So I'll show you how to make them. I start off with 4 die cuts of a large flower. I'm using the Tim Holtz Tattered Florals die here, and 4 of a smaller die. And these then need to be joined together with a brad. You need some water, and plenty of water, in a fine mister bottle, and a good mat to spray on, because it is going to take quite a lot of water. And I'm going to start by spritzing the whole flower, and then we're going to pull up the first layer. Now I'm using quite thick card here, so it takes a bit to get this first layer going, plus it's not very wet. So you might want to just give it a spritz in underneath as well. You do need some good quality cardstock for this. And that's your first layer. And so you keep going until you've got all the layers scrunched up. Now you could leave it to dry here and then force it out when it's dry, but I like to now turn and curl the leaves while they're still wet. I'm just going to use an old knitting needle, and don't worry about getting all the creases out. You want to keep all those wonderful creases in. Now you have to do this quite carefully because it's still very wet. This is actually quick cardstock, so it enables me to work quite well. But if your cardstock is thinner, you might have to wait for it to dry just a little bit until you get some of the water away from it. Then you just move yourself away around the flower until you have all the layers on the outside complete. When you've completed the outside layers, you want to then just poke the inside layers until they actually look like the inside of a flower bud. You don't want to curl these around, you just want to pull them around a little bit so that you separate them, so that you get the fullness of them, but just so that they dry in and around the brad that you put in at the middle, so you can hide that. And then finally I would just give everything a bit of a squish up. Now I've used really thick cardstock for this, and it finishes up a lovely porcelain finish, this white cardstock. But any cardstock will do. As you can see, this one I made with just printed cardstock, and it's a bit thinner and possibly a little bit easier to work with. Now I would leave that to dry overnight. I wouldn't actually use a heat gun on that. And then this is one made with a slightly different punch, but you can see once it's dried you can then use it for any decoration you like.